So if you make a travel buddy along the way who has some European plugs, he or she can plug into your stuff too. This is just a tiny little thing. I got it from iGo. It's meant to go with one of their power systems, but I don't have their power system. And what it is it's a tiny, tiny little right-angled laptop power adapter. And so if we skip up here, you see my laptop brick. I can plug it directly in here instead of using a long cord. I do also have a long cord, but the reason I like to have two is because I can use it also in my camera charger. So I can charge my camera battery and my laptop at once. This is just a tiny little plug. You plug it in and it has one USB socket. I should have gotten one that has two plugs. I have no idea why I didn't. If you get one with two plugs. This little guy is, I shouldn't even show you because it's so good and it's impossible to buy anywhere. I'm going to go to Japan this year where I got it. I'm going to try to buy a ton and maybe I can sell you guys some. It's called a moon. And what it does is it goes in between your socket, your power adapter, and the wall, like this. So then I would plug this in there, or the longer cable, right? But what's cool about it is on the sides, it has two extra plugs, little plugs like that. So if I have one socket, I can adapt it with this, plug it in with this thing. Even if I don't have the laptop plugged in, then I get my laptop plus two extra things plugged into one socket. Very convenient. This is not exciting. This is just my camera charger. I wish it was smaller, but you know, it's not bad. This here is my flashlight. It is the Phoenix LD10. Pretty bright, as you can see. It has a bunch of different modes, different brightness, strobe. It even has SOS mode, which, hey, I hope I can use someday. This goes on the top of it here to make it into more of a lantern. Let's see there. And that's nice if you have like a, you know, if you're camping or if you have a really dark room or if the power's out. This happens. I was in Santo Domingo a couple weeks ago and I got to use it as a light. That's my laptop power adapter, as I said before. And these are my sunglasses. They're made by Maui Jim, and they're titanium, which means they weigh almost nothing. Half the time I'm wearing on my head, I don't even notice I have them. And you can bend. They have no hinges, so there's no hinges to break, which is cool. I like those, but they aren't quite as dark as I would like. So if you get some, get the black ones. They're the darkest. I have the dark brown, which is second. Not quite enough. Next up here is my clean canteen. It's just a 12-ounce stainless steel bottle. Or is it stainless steel or aluminum? Stainless steel. I got the flat top because it's a little bit smaller. You can also get one with a little loop that hooks onto your backpack. Definitely get the unpainted one like this, because then you can use it, you can put it on the stove. I cook tea in mine sometimes, which is nice. I am thinking about replacing this with something else, but I'll wait till I try it before I tell you guys what. And that there is my Kiva backpack. I'm not going to show it to you. It's kind of a pain. It's tiny. See? And it has a little clip, so it clips onto my backpack. And what you can do is you can unzip it and it makes a small day pack, big enough for, say, some rain gear and your laptop. That's what I usually carry in mine. Coming back down here, we have my toiletries. This is just a standard mirror. Oh, may as well show you my camera. That's my camera. It's a Sanyo Exacti VPC WH1. That's me in the background. It's waterproof, which is really cool. It's also small. And you can see I have it on a GorillaPod, which I'm using as a steady cam right now. And that's a pretty good tiny little tripod, which helps me get some different shots of me walking. So if you've seen my videos, you can see that's how I do stuff like that. It also, if I'm videoing myself and holding it up to my face, like this, it also lets you get far enough away from me that it doesn't seem totally weird. Anyway, getting back to the toiletries, that's a mirror, nothing fancy about it. I use it to shave in the shower. These are some scissors for sideburns or whatever, and as you can see they have a really blunt tip, and that's helped me get them through security. They're supposed to be able to get through anyway, but those people are idiots. This is my razor. It's a Merkur Travel Classic. I think that's the name of it. It's really small, and I can't show you because I've only got one hand, but it folds up, it unscrews, and fits into this tiny little thing, which is great. This is my toothbrush, and man do I love this thing. It's Fuchs, which is a German brand. I think it means fox. And they're a really high quality toothbrush company. So most travel toothbrushes, like the bristles fall out, they're just junky. This is a really nice one. And what's really cool about the design is that they have it so any way you put it, the bristles never touch the ground, even like that. See the tiny little gap? So if you ever have to put it on a counter or something, you don't have to worry about it. I like that a lot. Dental floss, Tom's of Maine. I love it. This thing is who makes this? Oh, this is made by Dovo. I should have said that. Dovo and Merkur, they're the same company. Dovo makes those scissors. They also make this. It's a tiny little nail clipper. Mine's even tinier because if you see that jagged edge, they made me rip it off in Panama because it was pointy and they were going to confiscate it. Anyway, it folds out. It makes perfectly good nail clippers. I really like those. These bottles here are all 3 ounces. They're by Eagle Creek, and I've put everything in them. This is my soap. This is my toothpaste. This is another soap, which is now empty. And this is my shaving cream, which is Truefit and Hill Limes. Really nice. This is Tom's of Maine deodorant. If you get it, gotta get that long-lasting care because the normal one basically does nothing. Oh, and back here, this is the bag I put it all in. Nothing special about that. But Todd uses one by Jack Wolfskin, which is pretty cool. That's probably what I would get if I was buying it again. These are some wool long underwear. They're okay. They're by Terramar. I would buy Icebreaker if I was going to get them again, which I would do, by the way. In the winter, those are great. They really keep you warm under your pants because, I only bring one pair of pants. It's all you really need. And so those turn them from, light summer pants into some serious winter pants. Now here are Injinji socks. These are wool. They only make a few wool ones. Most of them are made of Coolmax, which is this synthetic garbage. Anyway, I have 2 pairs, so I can wash one and wear one. And as you can see, well, they're inside out, so you can't see it too well. They have little toes, individual toes. And, of course I need those for wearing the 5 fingers. Anyway, they're pretty good wool socks, merino wool. They aren't itchy or anything, and they work well with the 5 fingers. This is a towel. It's made by MSR. It's called a personal pack towel. It's not very big. I didn't get the biggest size. I got the medium size because it's just about all you really need. This is my hat. I like this one a lot. It's by Arc'teryx. It's really thin wool, but man, does it make a difference, especially if you put it under the hood of your shell to keep the wind out. This here is a PackSafe Exo Mesh. It is these steel cables here in a mesh, and it goes around your backpack to keep thieves out. Now, there's still some holes there, which is why I lock up my zippers. Otherwise they could maybe pull a small thing out like a cell phone. There are 2 times when I use this. The first time is when I'm camping out, sleeping somewhere public, whether it's outside or in an airport, in my luxury light cot. Then what I do is I put this around my backpack, and I then chain my backpack using it to the cot. That way, if somebody comes by at night and they want to take my backpack, it's going to be impossible because it's attached to the cot. The other time I use it is when I'm hiking. I might, if we're traveling in a train or something, we might go to the foot of the mountain, take out just the bare minimum we need, put it in the Kiva backpack, the little day pack that the expandable one, and then use this PackSafe to secure the main backpack to a tree or something. Last, we have the Arc'teryx Delta SV. This is, as far as I know, the best fleece you can get. It's Polar Tech. It's super thick. I don't know if you can see that. And this thing keeps you warm through anything. You put this on underneath the shell over there, and I've done 10 degrees Fahrenheit, I think even below that, and it's been warm enough that I'd walk outside. Anyway, that's about all my gear I have. I have a couple other little cables here and there that I didn't show you, but nothing, nothing critical. And then in the next video, I'm going to show you how to pack this all. I'm sorry if I sound tired. I've been up for like 20 hours.